Yassuo, Tyler1, and Sneaky. And on the opposite side for Europe,
you got Jankos, Nervarien, Noway, Bwipo, and Caps. Bwipo returning to the bottom lane like he was in 2018.
He wasn't, and this is the thing, he wasn't a bad bottom laner, so I'm slightly optimistic. But he is playing against two bottom laners, so I feel like you got to give the edge to NA, but who knows? I will say I don't appreciate the Yasuo ban, Jatt. I think you should let Yasuo play Yasuo.
As long as we don't see the Aphelios ban, I'm going to be fairly happy with this, because a reminder is we're actually on patch 9.24, which isn't released to the live servers. It's basically just a PvE patch. So I hope it goes unbanned, and I hope someone first times it here in NA vs. EU.
That's great, because I think that if they first time it and do well, we won't get to see it very much on 9.24. I feel like it's one of those champions that's either going to be like, wow, this is going to take a long time for people to learn, or it's going to be like, we got to ban it every game, and this game could tell us the entire story we need to know.
In one game. I mean, last year we got to see Nico a lot. And Nico actually, I remember we were talking about how OP Nico would be because so many people first timed her and had a lot of success. And then she just ended up being a slightly above average strength champion on release.
Yeah, just new kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, on hit Nico admitted was quite powerful.
Pick 'em bang. It's not banned.
All right. So for now, Pyke taking away the Heimerdinger, the Draven, the Yasuo.
These are kind of try-hard bans, though. So the Draven Heimerdinger is targeting Tyler1. He won the Twitch Rivals Shadow Dogs team mainly by playing Heimerdinger the whole time. So
you gotta respect it. Earlier today, CoreJJ did lose to Mickey
There it
X
is.
There. Ooh. That's it.
Aphelios. Yeah.
Who's gonna play it though? Is it Bwipo? Is it Caps? Is it Noway?
I think it's gonna be Bwipo.
So I know Caps loves playing new champions.
Yeah.
So are they allowed to swap? I assume they're not allowed to swap. I assume they have to go where they've been.
I mean, you can be a CS6 support if you really want.
It's gonna be hard to, if you're at home and you're like, wow, I can't wait to see what, you know, Yasuo versus Noway looks at. I'm gonna be honest, it's gonna be very hard for us in game not to just talk constantly about Aphelios.
I think I'm gonna try and spend a decent amount of time on him. I haven't been able to play a full game of him. I did play against him a decent number of times while he was in development, when I was actually on the design team.
Okay.
And I've talked to the designer who finished him, Stosh, earlier today. I believe he might actually be on the analyst desk after this game to tell us more about Aphelios.
That would be awesome.
Aphelios was started by Certainly T, so he's actually like a double designer champion.
Oh.
Yeah. So
what else has Stosh done? I'll catch everyone up here in a second on the picks.
He did Kiana, he did the Fior rework. He did other stuff that I'm forgetting about that he's going to be really sad that I didn't mention, but he could tell you.
Well, he'll get hopefully he'll get a chance to come up here and explain to us. Of course, I find it funny. Mickey is coaching. Look at there. That's authority. He's already got his retirement plan figured out. This man's going straight to coaching. When G2 finally pick up doing B and he gets forced into the support staff. Of course, it is Gragas, the Ivern, as well as the Sylas for the side of NA, Aphelios, J4, and Nautilus. So not a lot of confirmation as to where anything's going to be going. I think Nautilus in support is the only thing I feel 100% comfortable with. Which
but it could be Nautilus mid.
Yeah,
you never know.
Yeah.
The target Tyler1 banning is happening a lot. They just keep going down Tyler1's champion pool.
Yeah, and I don't know how Disguised
versus Toast
is going to adjust to this.
Maybe he disguised himself as Pobelter and he's just like, I can coach.
I've watched enough Toast streams to know that like Toast is like a pretty solid League of Legends player. Yeah, but I don't know like if he knows what to do. So when Tyler1 says I'm being banned out, what does he say?
He says that's too bad,
like,
man.
Twitch is pretty good right now. Zed, Singed, those are all great champions in TFT. Are they good here? Can you pick them?
Bring poison.
They actually are just...
Yeah, they are just...
Outside of the awesome ban, they're just hard committed to banning Tyler1. All right.
I don't hate it as a strategy, to be completely honest. It seems effective.
I honestly think that a lot of the solo queue strategies, the mental warfare strategies, have to apply in a game like this where there's not a lot of pre-existing team synergy, and that means like if you pick one player, ban them out, and then camp them, and you can tilt them, the just tilt them strat could come through. And not to discredit Tyler1's sportsmanship, but he does have a history of rage and frustration, is what I will say. So
hey, he's on a win streak. That's all I'll say.
That's true.
Yeah.
Can't doubt the power of the Shadow Dogs.
What was it? 10-0, 10-game win streak?
I don't remember. Was it 10?
I think it was 10-0. Yeah. And he's got CoreJJ in the jungle as well. That's got to help for something.
That's like, sure, maybe. I don't know. What is, in the sense that CoreJJ is a good player.
Yeah.
Ivern, though, very unique. Definitely not the jungler I would ever pick to, like, jungle on stage, just because there's so much Ivern-specific knowledge that you need. But now we have a Ziggs, which I imagine will go into the hands of Noway. Noway, of course, a notorious
Skillshot god.
Skillshot god, as well as Xerath player, plays in the German league for Ad Hoc, I think, still, as a mid laner. And now the Rengar has been locked in. This is historically a Bwipo special in the LEC, but...
Is Bang going to play Rengar top? That seems like what it's going to be. And then Tyler's just going to play Caitlyn or something. Would be my guess.
We could also see Double Bruiser bot. Buffs to Doran Shield is buffs to Doran Shield makes all these lanes much easier. And Aphelios does not have a way to get out.
They're Ivern Rengar bot, I think.
Oh.
And then they're throwing Irelia top with Gragas jungle.
I never thought this would be relevant, but I've played that bot lane. It's terrible.
Yeah.
It's so bad.
Yeah, and Caps is way more. Caps is very experienced with this as well, because I think him and it was either him and Mickey or something did a lot of this actually, just like in mid lane.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so maybe we see okay. I'm ready for GP bottom and Aphelios support.
No, yeah, they got this. It's
Jarvan.
It's Nautilus support. Jarvan jungle, Ziggs mid, GP top. Surely.
You gotta understand. Having come from the LEC in an entire season of G2. I don't know what Tyler1 just did there, but I'm about it. Okay.
This is fine.
Is it? All right, we'll find out.
They could do
just remember that for anyone watching at this exact moment, whether you're waking up early in EU or staying up late or awake at a reasonable time in North America, this is the only game that actually matters. All the other games in the NA-EU rivalry are wiped away.
We do say this every year.
That counts.
And usually I favor the North American team in these meaningless games for fun games.
I mean, it's...
Yeah. The less consequential games.
There you go. That's a politically correct way to say meaningless. There you go. That's supportive.
Look at that. Anyway. I'm not too sold on this NA draft.
Here's my question.
Okay.
Did they specifically cut the sleeves off of Tyler1's shirt before giving it to him? Did he do it himself, or they're cut off? They're just cut off. Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe they just fell off. Like it didn't fit.
That's true.
And it just ripped at the seams.
I think in terms of triceps / shoulder muscles, Tyler1 could 1v5 the LEC team.
Yeah.
We don't have as many bodybuilding influencers on it.
The shirt is on brand for him. Does Youngbuck still bench and powerlift?
I think the thing is, anytime anyone becomes a coach, it becomes harder to get as much time in the gym.
Yeah.
But I think Youngbuck is still incredibly strong.
Yeah, he might be the strongest person in EU.
Yeah, that was definitely true for a time. But I will upset someone who's...
I said in EU. It's like, the entire region.
Yeah, the entire region.
In the EU professional league scene.
All right.
Okay.
Welcome, NAEU. How do we... Okay, I guess we wait for them to try to kill each other level 1, and then we talk about Aphelios?
Yeah, probably. Okay. Probably. So, he has 5 guns. I'll start with that. I'll let that sink in. You can carry basically 2 at once, and then your W swaps between them, and each gun has 50 ammo until it goes to the next gun. Hopefully that wasn't too confusing. I'm just going to leave it at that for now.
Tyler1 is about to die.
Well, he can jump.
There you go.
Look at that.
But now, here we go.
Fight!
That's going to be a big stun coming from Irelia. Fatty body slam comes in from CoreJJ. Nervarien has to flash over the wall. Noway flashing out as well.
Let's get him,
Huge
Sneaky.
Advantage to NA.
3 flashes.
4 flashes. Bwipo's running. I don't even know if he knows 100% what he's doing here on this champion. His other gun should be, Severum, the Scythe pistol. So that's the Healy gun for any of you who've read the bio. And it looks like he is just going to die. So that's first blood for NA. It looks like second blood potentially as well.
I think so too.
Ooh, taking his time, but that's 2 stacks on the old bone necklace for the Rengar to get the lane started. So
baited him just right.
And that's the thing.
Tyler's actually undefeated on Ivern in professional matches.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right there, hook down. Cost him a flash, but it's fine. Sets up this actual 4-man Irelia stun into the 2-man Gragas body slam. And then it was kind of chased down. I was wondering if Sneaky was going to try and flash over, but he probably wouldn't have been able to get anything. And once EU started the full retreat, it was trouble. I feel like Nervarien probably took the wrong route.
Yeah, I think...
Just going out on a limb here.
You have to imagine the false sense of confidence that comes from 5-man invading, seeing Tyler1 flash away from you in fear, and then realizing that you've been bamboozled and getting 4-man Irelia stunned. Good damage goes down. Bwipo trying to do stuff. And this is the thing, is because I don't know what most of these projectiles look like, it's hard for me to tell outside of basic auto attacks exactly.
So yeah, I haven't learned what all the symbols mean.
So this is the primary, this is the sniper kind of
It looked like
weapon.
the sniper gun, yeah. So
I'll
basically,
look up the names while you
basically 5 guns. There's the sniper gun, which gives him 100 extra range.
Calibrum.
It's called Calibrum. Then there's the healing gun.
Severum, the scythe pistol.
Which is called, thank you for
it's
the backup
so
here.
edgy. Every single name
and
is
it means
so
that
edgy.
basically you lifesteal with them. And now once you're level 2, each of your guns gets an ability. So trying to remember all of them at once is a little bit too hard, but I promise it's actually not super, super complicated once you start playing.
Flag, drag, locks him down. Tyler1 taken out here.
Yeah.
You getting some kills back, but now the TP's coming in sneaky on the chase. The bush already laid down. It's going to make this a lot easier. Cap needs to make his way out to safety, but good damage onto Yassuo. The Irelia going to find the resets. Conqueror proc healing, not enough. Nervarien, the last man standing. But once again, North America coming out on top.
Just camping the guy who's trying to first time a champion.
Look,
classy. I like it.
We said EU did it in pick ban when they hard banned Tyler1 out. And now NA is doing it in-game because Bwipo, there's no way Bwipo has any idea what he's doing because no one has played this champion.
Yeah, and they forgot about Tyler's Ivern, clearly. They just forgot that it was his secret pocket pick.
And people are going to look back on that Draven ban and wonder why.
Yeah.
You know? Like, that's not... He's clearly been an Ivern player his entire career. Unprecedented Draven ban. Don't know why that showed up.
CoreJJ's got plenty of practice with support Gragas, so he's comfy. Anyway,
I feel like my region has let me down. Yeah,
I mean, so far.
So far. We're only 4 minutes in.
Wait until Aphelios gets his ults. Because they're strong, I think. I haven't actually seen it.
Oh, here comes CoreJJ. Caps could try to spider it out his way out, but he's been snared. He's going to get jumped on, and that's very easy to follow up. Severum side pistol for Bwipo will not give him a lot, a decent amount of healing. Now he has the slowy gun, Gravitum, the cannon.
Yeah, basically that one, every auto attack slows, and then the spell you get on it roots people who have been marked by your auto attack. So that's actually fairly straightforward. I also think that someone forgot to tell CoreJJ that he is a jungler because he just keeps going bot lane.
I think you kind of go where you know.
Yeah.
It feels safe. It's homely.
I feel like it's working pretty well.
Yeah, and I don't think there's any reason for him to stop. Yeah. Like, this is not the game where you're like, hey, you're as a coach after this game, you'll be like, hey, CoreJJ, you need to take more camps.
We'll see, though. I mean, remember, this is also the jungle that has no more catch-up experience. So CoreJJ is getting counter-jungled a fair bit right now as they duel in the mid lane.
And credit to Yassuo, because here's the thing, is that I think Noway is technically counted among influencers, but he is an EU regional league player.
He's very good.
So to go toe-to-toe with him in lane very confidently is a good sign, is super cool. And on top of that, he also already has a bit more gold under his belt. And I don't think this lane matchup is going to get any easier at this point for Noway, especially with CoreJJ waiting in the darkness.
Yeah, on the ward.
Not so dark.
Yeah. He can get out of there. And even though his name is Yassuo, he's in fact playing Irelia, which I think is extra impressive. Gets another kill!
That's it!
Yeah.
Actually just dunking kids.
This could get out of hand.
Here's my question. That Reddit post about the meme about Shadow Dogs being the first team from NA to just like take over, the international scene. Does it feel more and more believable as we witness a team comprised of influencers beating some of the best and brightest actual full-time pro players in Europe?
I mean, you said it. Those weren't my words, but sure. Yeah.
And this is just clean Irelia play.
Yeah.
Auto cancel, Defiant Dance, you get the double dash, obviously on the Blade Surgery set.
Yep,
so.
got his Conqueror up, and he's not even level 6 yet. So now that he is level 6, Noway does have Flash, so it'll be a little bit harder to generate a solo kill.
Caps is determined to keep this going.
Yeah.
The cannon is very slow attacking.
Bwipo is definitely still learning.
Yeah, and he's only level 4.
Oh, okay, so it looks like he's got the Flamethrower gun. That's an AoE attack. He just used this Flamethrower spell, which will then mark people.
There's too many different marks.
Yeah. It's gonna be a learning process to play this champ as well as cast this champ.
Yeah. No, I'm
the biggest thing is learning the symbol for all of the guns.
Which I think,
once you know that, it'll become a lot simpler to follow.
I think the nice thing is there's some intuitive marking / design there. And now, once again, it looks like Gangplank is going to die.
Woo! Yassuo.
Incredible.
He got the kill early from the skirmish. He got the kill from the teleport bottom lane. And now he's just kind of snowballing the game.
Yeah, he's absolutely out of control. They're already struggling so much bottom lane. You can see, obviously, CS is going to tell you one story, but the 3-1-5 Rengar will tell you a different one. And really, my question is, when you're an established brand like Yassuo, as someone whose name changed in the past, at what point do you consider a rename to Irelia?
It's probably taken, if I had to be completely honest.
I mean,
but
you're like,
you would consider it for sure.
Yeah. Should that stop him, though?
No.
You know? I wonder what Coach Mickey X in disguise toast is thinking backstage. I wonder if everything's going according to plan.
I mean, it seems like the plan's great for NA right now.
Yeah.
Just tilt him.
It's brilliant. It's literally the original League of Legends strategy. It goes back.
I've done the research.
Yeah, it goes
Here's
back
how
forever.
you do it.
Back in the prehistoric era, you know? Just tilt him. Caps, at least, he's trying to roam. He's trying to get something done. Not able to hit the skill shot there.
So Bwipo's going for the Fordorans build. This is actually a strat that people have been doing in solo queue recently. You get really, really strong off of Fordorans. However, you should only do it when you're ahead. Because the whole idea is you get ahead, you build Fordorans, you can't get pushed out of lane, then you eventually get SP3 first, and it doesn't matter. Can he 1v3?
Yasuo does not have a ton of mana, so this is actually going to be pretty difficult.
Can't all
reset, and that's going to be it. The shutdown is there. That's massive. So a good chunk of gold. Not going to go into the pocket of Noway, which has been unfortunate, but Jankos will be happy to have that in a very even top lane matchup so far.
Getting the early Moby boots from Caps is nice. I think when we eventually see Pro, we're going to see more of this because you don't have to put extra gold in your support items. So basically, supports can get their first real item first, and it's probably going to be mobility boots for a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, like Drag will connect. The Gangplank follow-up is there. Cataclysm is going to connect with Tyler1. That's the ult coming out. Big damage from Bwipo. Now he swapped between guns, left and right. Calibrum, the rifle, trying to mark. He gets an ability. Follow-up is good. The Chakrams coming back and forth. And Bwipo's still alive for now, but Yasuo not going to connect on the ult. That is massive, and he will go down. Such a good start for Yasuo. Cut short. Bwipo finds yet another kill. Bang. Going to continue to re-engage. Looks like Stolen Ult comes in. Fantastic Gragas off from CoreJJ. But is it enough? Not going to happen.
Well, he's back in the game. Basically, that whole fight, I was focusing on the Aphelios.
I honestly, I got lost in the fight halfway through trying to figure out what he was doing, and I gave up. I just stopped talking about it.
Okay, Bwipo's learning. He's figuring the stuff out. What he did a couple times there is he was able to mark people with the sniper rifle and then get the max range auto attack. You could see him just do it right there. So once you mark someone with the sniper rifle, you can just kind of globally finish your right click. And then his Chakram, you can stack it up during combat with champions, so kind of the longer you fight with it, the more powerful you become, and that was really strong there. So all comes in, that's just basically like throwing a big gun that applies the gun effect to everyone. And then after that, you can see the Chakrams around him just getting stacked up as the fight progresses, and since they don't kill him right away, and because Yasuo missed his ultimate, he doesn't get killed.
Yeah, very unfortunate. They've given over some shutdown gold already from Yasuo in the mid lane there, and now the way this fight plays out, just not very favorable.
Really good ult from CoreJJ, just wasn't able to get anything done.
And the thing is like, Bwipo is definitely learning, right? Bwipo has gotten an entirety, and you can see he's excited about it. He's gotten an entirety of almost 11 minutes of experience, as have his bot lane opponents. Everyone else wandering down into his lane still has no idea what this champion does, most likely. They're like, what? I don't understand. Why does he have 1,000,000 projectiles? Why is he like Mega Sipper right now?
It's definitely going to be an experience.
Flag drag. That's a quick kill pickup on CoreJJ. Sticking around a little bit too long trying to clear out that ward. And gotta say, Bang struggling. Bang very much locked in top lane trying to match the pressure from this Ziggs.
Yeah.
And Jankos has been roaming a lot.
His top lane Ziggs actually seems really on point. Luden's completed. His free boots have completed. Okay, here we go.
Going to go forward. They got Daisy here as well.
Caps is in trouble.
Empowered Roar. Yeah, Caps should absolutely be taken down, but Evan was trying to follow up. Uses the ultimate, gets the mark. Can try to follow up in CC, but I believe he's already used the ability. So he has Gravitum and Severum, so he's got Sustain and he's got a Slow, but he doesn't really have any follow-up or kill threat at this point.
Yeah, I think what we're going to see a lot of as people get more familiar with Aphelios is Gravitum, the gun that slows on auto attacks, and which spell will root people he's marked as he tries to 1v2 with Chakra. We're just going to watch
huge
this.
damage comes in, TP coming in as well. These GP ultimates so clutch. That's going to be one. Can he get a second one? Tyler1 going to try to find it. Bwipo's taken down in the end. The final Daisy auto will do it, but now Yassuo is going to be the one in trouble. Ziggs ult. He's going to clip him, it looks like. Yassuo, can he get that kill onto Noway? Is not going to happen.
Well, someone's going to get him.
Yeah. Looks like CoreJJ will get the body slam. Pistol is not going to stop that belly from bopping.
Close game, actually.
Yeah, I really thought it was doomed after the start, but that bot lane play brought a lot back. And as difficult as Noway, or as difficult as laning phase has been for Noway, his GP ults have been a big game changer for this otherwise very difficult bot lane.
Yeah, and I don't know how sold I am on the scaling of the sneaky Rengar, but we'll see. All right, watching this one more time. As you mentioned, the GP ult does come in fairly clutch here. Which guns were those?
Okay, that's what I'm looking up. So we had Severum, we had Gravitum, and I'm trying to figure out, so when you activate Severum, that is the lifesteal gun, that is the red gun, for those of you.
Yeah, so the spell of the red gun is really, really good.
Yeah.
Because it gives you, I believe, move speed, attack speed, and you're also firing both guns.
Yeah,
so your main hand and your offhand.
Yeah, so you get 6 quick basic attacks, plus 3 per 100% bonus speed attack speed you've stacked up, and it swaps, I believe, between your offhand and your primary weapon. So at that point, if you have Gravitum, you're getting both the lifesteal from Severum, keeping you in combat, and then also the slow, which stops a Rengar from getting on top of you, or makes it more difficult in this case for the Rengar to get away. So very strong interaction.
Yeah, and the other thing we're going to have to eventually learn about Aphelios is how you're managing your guns. Because once you run out of ammo, it basically goes into the back of your gun run.
Yeah.
So that's the way you can manipulate which 2 guns you have throughout time, is if you want to keep a gun for a while, you just keep it in your offhand and you don't use the ammo, and you cycle until you have the 2-gun combo that you want.
Yeah, which makes me think that there will more likely than not be like 1 or 2 or 3, let's say, ideal 2-gun combos that people will try to cycle for.
Probably. But the alternative, like Cool World, is you're just MacGyver using whatever tools are available, and all of the guns are good. It's like, well, I got the AoE gun now, so the flamethrower, so let me go clear away really fast. Or I got Chakram, so let me go fight someone. Or I got Gravitum, so let's go find a pick.
I like that potential for like ideation exists, right? Like, and that's, people are talking about like him being this, you know, the Giga Brain champion, the Galaxy Brain champion, the Mega Mind. But I don't know how complex he's actually going to be, if it'll just turn into something simple like those 1 or 2 combos. But all of that, Jankos is getting engaged on. Big damage now, traded back. Yassuo is here, fantastic stun follow-up. Going to grab 2 quick kills, and now he's moving in front of Bwipo. Now Bwipo, of course, has the lifesteal as well as the chakram, so he's attacking very quickly, but Yassuo is more than fed enough to make this happen, and as the ammo runs out, Bwipo goes down, forced to swap to the rifle, and the rifle just not giving him what he needs. Nervarien can go in, but has to be safe here. Trigger Seed going down onto Yassuo, good shielding. Nervarien can follow up, but Noway's just so far away. So it looks like, once again, NA coming out on top, and this has been such an incredibly close game.
Yeah, it's turning really good, and Yassuo may be the one that needs to carry NA to a victory. And that's an accomplishment, I feel like. When we have these mixed games of the pro players and then the high elo streamers, to be able to have some pop-off moments as a high elo streamer has got to be fairly fulfilling, right? As a streamer, to kind of say that you can be one of those very high-level players even against these pros.
Now Bwipo's going to go in. Cap's going to show up just to get this, the assist there. Bwipo able to finish that kill quite easily. Marks his target, gets the max range. But I think you're completely, Jatt, honestly, I think you're completely right. I think like this is like such a huge, one, just like confidence opportunity, justification. Because I think every solo queue player, whether or not they've gotten the opportunity, probably wonders how they'll stack up against the pros in this case, semi-serious game.
Yeah, and I do like how they did put like Noway against Yassuo. It's not like we put Caps mid against Yassuo or something, so at least the goal level's been kind of close, but there's the Mountain Drake, which gives Armor and Amar. Another fight.
Stopwatch, it will be Ocean Drake. An extra push now for Yassuo to try to outplay here. Ivern's going to one up to double. He should be able to clean up Caps. Now can look to get a little bit more. That's going to be 2. Jankos has to run for the hills. The Ziggs, it's not going to happen. We'll get 1 back, but Yassuo, triple kill shown up. Jatt, you said it. This is the man that needs to carry, and bam, right on time, there he is.
He's popping off, and he's also going on to Bwipo's Aphelios very early in these fights. So even though Aphelios has 5 different guns to cycle through and abilities on each gun, he does not have any dashes. So when Irelia gets there, he's there.
To the surprise of everyone, the champion with 5 guns.
Yeah.
None of them.
The champion with many, many dashes can indeed have a play through. It also helps Yassuo's case when Bwipo runs right next to the Irelia to allow Yassuo to just kind of auto-attack.
Yeah, you know what they say, never take 5 guns to a knife fight.
You would always want 5 guns in a knife fight.
League of Legends is different. This is a fantasy world. We have to redefine classic sayings. There you go.
Gold's really evened out in this one.
Balance. It's an emotional roller coaster. Now, Yassuo's gonna keep going. Fantastic. Look at 3-man stun. Yassuo popping off, but the follow-up damage is there. Fine Dance will not save it. That's a big, huge shutdown. Here comes Aphelios on the backside. So much damage. The slowest damage from Graviton. Swap back and forth between these guns if he needs to. Holding on to the range. But once again, EU, right when you think that they're out of the game, they win a clutch fight, and they're right back in.
Absolutely. That was a very poor fight, to say the least, in terms of engage. And Jankos' Ziggs, I think, could be the sleeper MVP of this one. He was up in the top lane on island on himself. He's been roaming a lot.
Yeah.
Got ridiculous turret damage.
And here's the issue. When team, hold that thought. Sneaky going in, will get the shutdown. Can try to finish off Nervarien. Definitely should be able to finish off Nervarien. Uses the snare, wants to keep him in combat. The flag dragons over. Here comes Caps. The double supposed to drop in for Sneaky. The ignite goes down. Sneaky not going to be able to make his way out of that one, but TP now coming in. And who could that be but the wonderful Bang?
Sylas.
So far confined to the top lane. So far 0, 3, and 4. Could now be 1, 3, and 4. Fantastic stun. Caps now running.
He can probably get
yeah, I think the fight or not is just a little bit too much here. But Bang can go over the wall, which is going to make a lot of this easier. And Noway is fighting on the bot side against Yassuo. Might be able to turn this one, but the trigger seed coming in just in time to turn the fight. And that's the shutdown.
Yeah, Tyler1 came in really clutch with the Ivern shield at the end of that dual bottom. We're going to watch this fight one more time. Yassuo wanted it, but he gets all the way in onto Jankos' Caps and then basically just gets rooted into all of the Ziggs bombs and is unable to escape afterwards. Also note that Sneaky was nowhere to be found, and in this fight, no one got on to Bwipo, so he could basically just free fire from the back.
And there's not really, I mean, outside of Caps at this point, there's not really what feels to be a true tank, right? So the team that starts the fight is usually the team that wins the fight, because you just don't, unless you're bursting a single member down, if Yassuo comes in like that, he instantly dies. Of course he has a ton of damage. Of course in a fight where, you know, not every single cooldown is available, he can cut through this team, but it just didn't happen. But now he has stopwatch, he has the Sterix gauge, a lot more survivability.
I want to say something about Aphelios.
Okay, I mean, you can honestly...
Hopefully I have a window. If he has Graviton, which is basically like the purple moon-shaped gun, I'm going to start trying to just say what the picture looks like so we can better identify it. Anyway, if you use your ult there, it's an AoE 99% slow, and then you can then use your gun's spell to root everyone that gets hit by that slow. So I think you can do that as a pick tool. He's not on screen right now, so I'm going to stop talking about it.
That's fine. Would be a great pick tool. Sneaky's ult should be a great pick tool, but now they're going to try and turn. That's good stuff.
Here he is.
Now they're locked in.
Use your ult.
Ziggs going to be a lot of good damage here. Tyler1 now has to run for the hills. Bang can't come over the wall, but this looks like, once again, a decisively won fight from the side of EU.
Yeah, they're in control. I think they can do Baron. They've killed enough. There's no TPs up. It's just CoreJJ and Bang. I think Aphelios should have pretty good Baron damage. I don't know if he has the right guns. He doesn't have the right guns right now. Chakram would be the best gun on Baron because he could stack it up really quick. Oh, I think he made it to the gun?
No, he has Severum. So Chakram ran out on his first auto on the Baron.
Okay, now he's got Healy Gun and Sniper Rifle.
Honestly, yeah, so he's got Healy Gun, Sniper Rifle. Yep. Calibrum.
Yeah.
Okay, so green is Sniper, red is Healy Gun, purple is Slow, white is Sivir thing.
Is Chakram?
Chakram, yeah, white is the Chakram.
Crescendum, the Chakram, okay.
You got
Infernum is blue.
Oh, the flamethrower.
Yeah.
Guys, design.
No, so have you ever, do you have like a gas stove?
Blue is really hot.
It's
what you're trying to say is
of the
really
fire.
Hot flamethrower.
It's fine. It doesn't have to be red or orange. I'm okay with that decision.
Yeah, it's true. I said, you know, don't bring 5 guns to a knife fight.
Yeah.
You said
you should.
Fire makes more sense as blue. And that's it's a different world, guys. You can't argue, okay? These are the rules of fantasy environments.
Yeah. So that gun, the one he has now, is the Healy gun.
can you imagine if this is how excited you were about single champs in like a regular LCS cast? You're like, why does Jatt just pick one random champ and only talk about that champ for 30 minutes?
I do that sometimes. Like the first time I'm casting a Maokai jungle game or something, I'm like, so listen, these saplings in this position means you can get 2 of them to properly hit the blue buff.
I think it's just like super gratifying as a caster when you hard prep for a single random obscure point, and that obscure point becomes relevant. You can't resist the temptation to go all in. And now the fight seems to be a similar story. Nervarien has gone all in, lots of members locked to the backside. So much Ziggs and Gangplank damage. What everyone else is doing is ultimately inconsequential because the AoE combo here with the Jarvan is simply too easy to execute.
Yeah, and they're 1 Drake away from Ocean Soul, which is a really, really strong soul because of all the self-healing it can give you. Feeling like this is like a 90-10 game at this point for EU to beat NA. Breaking the losing streak.
I know.
In all-star events.
I think we had such a rough year.
Can NA not get the all-star victory, Drakos?
This is honestly EU.
Bwipo's first time being champion.
EU needed this one.
Okay, you're right. They did. After the devastation finishing second at the World Championship.
Yeah.
How painful that
First
must have been.
loser. That's how I feel about it, Jatt. All right, one more fight potentially, but it's a disaster. Bang is simply too far behind to get much of anything done. Bwipo is learning the champion. It appears to be quite a good champion. The slow setup is setting up for Jankos to go godlike. And now the flag and drag to finish things out. Yassuo, it was a beautiful game, my friend, but you could not carry the load that was this team.
He started out really well, but he ended up going in a bit too early in all those late game team fights. Then Jankos' Ziggs, sleeper MVP of this game. Nervarien's Jarvan also had really good initiation, did end up going tanky.
Oh, he's leaving. He's backing.
Well, they probably want the soul.
Yeah, they definitely, which is good.
It could, I mean, NA could end it right here if they felt like they wanted to. But they're choosing to stand and fight, which I have to commend.
That's true.
Yeah, this is no open mentality.
No.
This is a winnable mentality.
I like this.
Yeah.
Strong mental game coming in. I will say this. I think in games like this, teams should just like agree ahead of time on like 6 champions to ban and ban nothing else. And they have to agree so that we can see Yassuo play Yassuo. Just look at his Irelia. Look how good his Irelia is. What if he played Yassuo? How much better?
Yeah, Yassuo would have been nice, I think.
And look, don't get me wrong. I know what everyone at home was thinking before this game. I can't wait to see Tyler1's Ivern. And I'm with you. I'm for sure with you. But I might have also enjoyed a Draven game. Maybe.
Yeah.
That said, I don't think Bwipo's Aphelios would have done very well in Tyler1's Draven. I think Tyler1 would have chosen not to read any of Aphelios' abilities and just ran at him and killed him anyway, because he was very good at Draven.
That might have happened. Like I said, I can't really fault what EU has done. I think they've done some smart stuff.
I think honestly, they picked simple to execute stuff. Noway.
Noway.
Redemption for a very poor laning phase. He wants to end the game in classic EU fashion. Where's the
CoreJJ shuts him down.
Okay, yeah, that one's reserved, my friend. No. All right,
here's.
Oh, there you go. Will the guns be enough, or for 5 guns? Both of them going into GA. Irelia will come out first. Can Yassuo get a gun? Can Yassuo find a kill? Jankos legendary. The minions. They're looking to finish the game. They are not for fun players. They simply want things to end, and the minions will do it. Call that a partial victory for EU, as minions technically did finish it.
It's a complete victory. There's the flame. Tyler1 very heated after that one. Yassuo could have carried. He almost had it.
He did. Ziggs does a lot of damage.